For most of our team, the spring bear season consists of battling through the muskeg and beating up our equipment day in and day out, while hoping to get one opportunity at a shooter class bear. By the end of the season, we're so fed up with the bush that we don't want to go near it for at least a couple months while we let the frustration and anger drift away. Bear season has always been a grind, and it takes everything we have to try and produce 2 quality episodes per year. But a few years back, we started working with an outfit in Saskatchewan that completely changed our outlook on bear season. Now, our trip to Dore River Outfitters at the end of the season is our motivation. It's our reward for busting our butts all spring in the muskeg. And every spring, when we hit the road and head east to Dore Lake, we never really know what to expect. The only thing we know for sure is that we're in for one of the most enjoyable weeks of the year, filled with adventure, great fishing, good friends, and more giant bears than we've ever encountered in our lives.
Just brace yourself for impact. Life jacket's under the seat behind you. Basically feels like we started off where we ended last year. Yeah. Like same old swells. Corey, our driver's doing phenomenal right now, and I'm just relaxed because last year was crazy, so everything's nothing new so far.
We didn't have a camera here last night when we came and baited it, and we came fishing right by it, so we're gonna swing by. It's been pounded pretty good, so we're gonna sneak up there, have a look, see what's been here, and maybe we'll end up hunting here in a few days. Oh. Last night we could have killed him at 8:40, 9 o'clock. Kind of tough to tell on the little screen, but there's for sure 3 different bears here in the last 24 hours. Looks like a single, that's not a bad bear, and then a boar and a sow together, and the boar is a big bear. Like, it's definitely a shooter. We're a long ways from camp. Probably won't be able to make it to hunt tonight. We're gonna have to get another boat going. But it's another good bait. Seems like every bait has a big bear on it, and this is an exceptional bear. So we will probably be sitting here at some point this week. And guy could have killed all 3 of them last night. Starting from 6:30, they came in. So it's exactly what we want. But let's go catch some fish for a few more hours, and then
Give her a card?
give her back to where we're gonna go hunting tonight. It looks like there's been a couple different bears here. We know there's 2 brown ones, so I don't know if they've both been here. I'm assuming both browns. And then there's a picture with 2 blacks as well. None of them are really that big. I don't think it's the one that we're after, but I mean, the bait's been destroyed in the past 24 hours, so we're gonna see bears. Just a matter of if we see the right one, but we gotta get set up. It took a little bit longer than we wanted, but it's still pretty early. We're finally set up in a brand new bait that Corey and myself set up this winter. We were kind of lacking a bait in this area, and every time we drove by, it just screamed bears. It's a big burnout all around us, and there's just this random, I don't know, 800-yard patch of bright green spruce trees, and the bird's probably 5-6 years old now. And so we came in here and set up a bait this winter, and it's been pounded ever since. There's for sure 2 color bears, like 2 blonde bears, 2 or 3 different blacks, and we came in, baited it yesterday, checked it, and since we rebaited yesterday, it's completely empty. These bears have been living here the last 2 days, so Jared and I are set up, ready to go. We're probably looking at 7:30, good couple hours till daylight, and there's one really good bear in here that we want to get a look at, so hopefully he shows up. He's got white on his chest, eh? Does he? Yeah. Yeah, he's not a monster. Not a monster. Not very big. Do I kick it down?
up. It's coming up.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Top Grade Construction, Black Widow Innovations, Vortex Optics, Covert Scouting Cameras, Old Smokes Coffee, and the Municipal District of Bonnyville. This segment of the show is brought to you by Wood Wheaton Supercenter, a proud supporter of our outdoor heritage. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Dore River Outfitters, Saskatchewan's premier bear destination.
The road ahead, it twists and turns, and the sun beats down and it burns. But I keep on pushing through. And every step quicker than the last, my feet tread down.
I feel like it's a good day. It's finally sunny out, no wind, no rain. Might be your night tonight, eh? I'm sure the bears will start dropping soon. They always come around.
Only have one more night, so it better be tonight.
Your love lifts me back to solid ground. Yeah, I get up and I may fall right back down, but your love lifts me back.
Look at the scars on him too.
Holy smoke.
Dude, that's
absolute a bomber.
I bet you he's, yeah, he's probably, I think he's over 15, I'd say.
That's a beautiful fish.
Yeah.
Oh.
With every step, my heart it pounds. Yes, so sure I've had my doubts, but I must keep pushing through. Yeah, I get up and I may fall right back down, but your love lifts me back to solid ground.
We're sitting on a great bear tonight. He looks to be a real nice shooter bear. Yeah, we're gonna go in there and see if we can get a shot at him, see if he comes in. He's chasing a brown sow, and they've been pretty active at this bait, and they've been hitting it a lot, so we should be able to get a good look at him tonight and hopefully get an arrow in him. Let's go see what we can do.
Alright, make a good shot.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Say.
Hang on, buddy.
Good luck. Good luck fishing.
Yeah.
Take. Go, release, PX2. Good to go.
Excellent. Good luck. Keep straight. Squeeze that in there.
Looks like it's gonna be a great night. Perfect weather. We got a perfect wind here. Actually, almost no wind, but yeah, everything looks to be perfect. There's a great bear coming to the bait here, and he's following actually a brown sow, and they've been hitting it pretty hard, pretty much every day and every night. So we're hoping that they slip up and make a mistake and hit it tonight with us sitting here. But yeah, hopefully all goes good. It's gonna go good. I can't wait. I'm excited. buddy. Drilled him right where I was supposed to go. Yes. Welcome to Dore. Yes. Wow, that was freaking insane. Just stay quiet because he didn't go far. No, I only heard him run like maybe 50 yards, if that. The shot looked good. He came in and he laid right down and he got us a little nervous and he stood up and he walked right off the bait. Didn't give us any shot. He walked out about 10-15 yards and turned around and came right back in. Perfect broadside shot right at 20 yards, and it looked good, it felt good. It felt like right where it was supposed to go, so.
Dude, that BX2 ripped
Right through.
complete pass through. Hit the bucket. You can see the blood on the bucket.
Yeah.
I can see your back's all blue, my back's all red.
Frick, that was like the perfect setup. I'm shaking believe. I don't think so either.
It's just back there.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't hear him. Jeez. That's a big bear. That is a big bear. He's a giant. Yes. Yes.
Big mad scar on his nose. I was like, he come in, licking peanuts. I was like, don't shoot him sitting, because fatal impact, we don't shoot him sitting. He got up, he was about to leave, and I was like, don't, he about to drill, and I was like, don't shoot him.
Well, I was just
Turned
about
around,
to
come
draw
back in, broadside.
because he was walking away. He left.
Right in the pipe,
And then
right through.
He's like, oh, he's coming back. Sure enough, just turns around, comes right back. Perfect broadside of the barrel.
It sounded like he went straight up this little chute, and then hooked a little to the right.
But he didn't make it too far. Everything in the bush seems a little thicker, eh? Like it seems all far, but not really.
That's a 7. Oh, yeah. Right on, buddy.
Oh, that's a big bear. Jeez. Shay, he waited right till the last minute, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I look up and I see Shay just pointing, there's a bear, there's a bear. Instantly, when he came out, you could tell he was a big bear, and it was the one that was on the camera, because he had this big scar here, and you could tell right away. You couldn't mistake him. It was the bear we were after. He came in and he looked like he was on edge, and he wasn't going to give us much time. And I was trying to get a shot in there, but he just wasn't going to give us one. And he turned around and left the bait. Luckily, he didn't go too far, and he came right back in. Again, a little bit on edge, but came in and gave us a perfect shot.
Well, when he's there, when we reviewed the footage, when he's looking over top of the barrel, you know he's a good bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like that's.
Yeah.
Cameraman shaking.
Yeah.
He's a big bear.
Well, I tell you what, if I would have been in the stand, I would have shot him too. So there's no way. That's a darn good bear.
Just what a beautiful animal.
Nobody lets that bear walk.
No, definitely not.
How much bigger is the bear? This one from the last one you shot?
Oh, it's not even in the same. I don't even know if the last one was a bear.
Right on.
Just crazy.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Wood Wheaton Supercenter, Deluxe Wall Tents, Top Notch Taxidermy, ExileOutdoors.com, Victory Archery, and Hornady Ammunition. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by the MD of Bonnyville. Lake adventures happen here. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Deluxe Wall Tents, built in Canada for Canadian conditions.
Well, here we are, middle of Dore Lake, out at Dore River Outfitters, and we were going to pick Mike up here from his bait, and our boat motor just started going ka-donk, 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 and here we are, we're just bobbing in the middle of the lake, waiting for Garth to come get us. Our little horn. So we might be spending the night out here for a little while at least. Seen a couple bears tonight, but nothing big. But this is nothing new because last year we were in the same position, just a little worse weather.
I suppose one of the things that kept drawing us back to Dore was the constant unknown and adventure. The camp is pristine, with cell phone coverage and 5-star accommodations. But out on the backside of the lake, things can turn bad in a heartbeat. Uncontrollable weather, mechanical breakdowns, and injuries are all too real risks that we face every day. It isn't your typical bear hunt, but if you asked me, the added adventure is what makes our trip to Dore River Outfitters so great each spring.
Is it boots?
It's a big brown one.
Yeah.
But it's not that gold one.
Not boots?
Oh,
No, he's cinnamon.
oh, it was amazing.
Really?
That's a new bear.
Holy smoke.
Look at this bear that Shane nailed out at Dore River Outfitters. This thing is a hog. And he is definitely going home with an amazing bear. Get in here, Shane. Give us some thoughts.
Oh, he's huge. Nice, beautiful bear.
With a couple beautiful bears hitting the ground in the past few days, Corey and Evan headed into a bait to move the stand into a better lane and sit for the evening. As they were setting it up, they spotted the giant boar that they were after standing on the edge of the bait watching them. Corey quickly grabbed his bow and waited for his opportunity.
He's going down right there.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Dore River Outfitters, Phone Scope, Matthews Archery, Wapiti River Outdoors, iHunter, and Scree Gear. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Vortex, the force of optics. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Top Grade Construction in Lloydminster, Alberta.
Me and Evan literally just got into the stand here. We set this brand new stand up. I ran back to the boat and Evan's like, he whistled at me, he's like, bear over here. And I figured it was just gonna be one of the smaller bears that are always here. I get over to the bait and I look at this bear, I'm like, holy smoke, that's the bear we're after. Didn't get a chance to set up. Evan's ripping the camera, I'm trying to get it level. He walked right in. He killed him right there. I just dummied him, he's dead. That's never happened before. Like a big bear like that should never do that. But I mean, he just. We got the death mode right there. Oh man. Hunting at Dore River Outfitters. We slammed the 20 and a couple eighths brown bear last night. This bear is not far off. He's gonna be at least 19. This is a big bear. Oh, it's gonna be greasy. Get him out of here. Oh yeah, there he is. I know, I gotta try and get him out of here. That's a big old paw on him, man. That's a big old paw. Oh, dude, look at the pumpkin head on him. Gee whiz. He's got a shorter nose, but geez, is he wide. Holy smokes. So I grabbed my bow, hop off the boat, up the trail, and right behind the bait, probably about 10 yards from the barrel, this guy's standing there looking at me. I'm on the ground, 30 yards from this thing, and he's just looking at me. Big bears like this don't usually just stand there, but as soon as he turned quartering away, I drew my bow, zipped the PX2 right through him, and this is another one in the books for Dore River Outfitters.